Immigration arrests followed by deportations have started under the new Trump administration. Now, it's a complicated process that involves federal agents as well as governments from around the world.
Yeah, during the Obama administration, a WGN photographer and I had rare access inside an ICE flight as dozens of men were being returned to the border. While the process remains mostly the same, there are some changes. Take a look. A weekend of raids and arrests across the country. Images shared by Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, show the world what's in store during the new Trump administration. But these images are just the beginning of a difficult process to return undocumented immigrants to their home country. During the Obama administration, WGN cameras had an exclusive look at the system that started early at a Chicago area detention center.
Hands up, keep your hands up.
Back then, 40% of the men had a criminal record. For many, it would be the first time they would step foot on a plane. ICE officials loaded them on a chartered private aircraft and flew them to the El Paso border. Northwestern professor Jacqueline Stevens, who founded the school's deportation research clinic, says this time, under the Trump administration, you're seeing the use of military planes instead.
One reason for that has been that in response to the private buses and airplanes that have been moving people from Texas to blue cities, states and cities have actually sued the private carriers. And so one concern of the private carriers might be that they wouldn't want to incur any litigation if they're deporting people unlawfully or deporting U.S. citizens or, people who don't have removal orders.
That gives you a sense of just how complicated the process can be. She says making arrests may also be more difficult this time around.
I think this round, the immigrant rights community has been very proactive in sharing know your rights information, and so that might make it more difficult for those tactics to work.
In 2010, the men were candid with our cameras about their intent to try and return to the U.S. By the time we met them, some had already been deported several times.
I still want to come back again, no matter what happens. If you want to, they give me time in jail, doesn't matter.
What do you want me to do, I got to think about my family, got to think about myself.
It's not clear if that feeling persists today. Punishments that include prison time are expected if someone is caught illegally crossing the border again. In 2019, when Trump was in office, more than 100,000 people were prosecuted.
Because of that, there are a lot fewer people who are trying to return. And also because of the increase in apprehensions and enhanced border enforcement. So, in the past, the pattern that you're describing was more predominant.
15 years have gone by since that trip to the border. Back then, the men received a 3-minute phone call and half a bus fare to their hometown. And we should learn a little bit more in the coming days about how the Trump deportation process is working. Right now, his administration has tried to bolster Border Patrol by sending hundreds of additional troops to the El Paso border.